Ok, clase, para este video vamos a hablar sobre los mandatos afirmativos. So that just means informal positive commands. And this is from capítulo 9. Okay, so to start off, los mandatos means commands. There are two different types of commands. There are informal and there's also formal commands. We're going to learn the informal commands first. Informal commands are the ones that you use whenever you're talking to someone that you really know. So a family member, your friend, a child, someone that maybe you have an authoritative figure over, but just people that you really know well. We'll get to formal commands later on in the next few weeks, which is just used for people above you, so on and so forth. Okay? With that being said, how do we form the informal commands? We know what they are now, but how do we form them? So the affirmative to commands or informal commands are the same as the ella form of the present tense, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, for AR verbs, for example, if you're seeing on the chart right here, let's take the verb crear. It's an AR verb, right? In order to form it in the command form, all you simply have to do is put it in the ella form in the present tense, which is crea. You drop the AR, you go through your present tense endings, o, as, a. That's your ella form, so it's just crea. So if you want to tell someone or command someone, create, you just say crea. Let's look at the verb hablar. The ella form of that in the present tense is habla. So if you want to tell someone talk, you just simply say habla. So on and so forth. Jugar, if you want to tell someone to play, it would be juega. Sembrar, siembra. Leer, the same thing applies for the ER-IR verbs right here on the right side. Leer changes to lee for read. Escribir becomes escribe for write. Dormir becomes duerme to sleep. And comer becomes come, eat. So again, it's very simple. All you have to do is drop the ending and put it in the ella form in the present tense, and then say it with some authority in your voice, and there you have it. There's the command. Now, let's look at some más ejemplos, and then we're going to look at some irregulars, because again, there's always irregulars. Recicla, recycle. Habla a tu hermana. Talk to your sister. Come los vegetales. Eat the vegetables. Bebe mucha agua. Drink a lot of water. Resuelve el problema. Resolve the problem. Pretty easy, right? Now, there are 8 irregulars when it comes to informal commands, and so here they are right here in a nice little chart for you. We have the verb decir, hacer, poner, tener, salir, ser, ir, and venir. So really, in reality, these are irregular verbs for a lot of different things in Spanish, so they're kind of easy to remember. So this is what they become in the middle column. Instead of putting them in the ella form, they're irregular, so by default, they're going to look a tad bit different. So decir becomes di, which means say or tell. Hacer, as, do or make. Poner, pon, put, place, or set. Tener, ten. Have or be. Salir, sal, leave. This is the one that I believe I've told y'all before. If you go to a Hispanic country and dogs are bothering the people, they always say this, sal, to shoo the dogs away. Ser, say. Ir, ve, which means go. Venir, ven, which means come. And this one you'll hear a lot in Hispanic countries as well when the moms are trying to get their kids' attention to come to them. Ven aquí, come here. Okay, now let's look at do some práctica. Take these 5 oraciones. The verb is in the infinitive form. I want you to change it to where you are putting it into a command. Even if you don't know what these sentences mean, that's okay. We'll go over them in a second, but pause the video and try to just replace the infinitive verbs into the command form. Okay, and here they are. Haz un esfuerzo. Make effort. Sigue con tus estudios. Continue with your studies. Ayuda a los minusválidos. Help the disabled. Sé bueno. Be good. Di la verdad siempre. Always tell the truth. Okay, so these are just a few of the examples of how you can use the command form, the informal commands. We'll learn again, as I said, the formal commands later on. But that is it for este video. We'll talk about this más en clase. So gracias por escucharme. This last slide is just my favorite puppies, just for it to be pleasing to the eye. Love y'all. Ciao.